Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Still complete with chest infection, still finding it difficult to breathe, still finding it difficult to walk more than 5 meters without having a complete and utter cardiac arrest. But that's just normal for me anyway, so I don't know. But I'm going to do in this video right now what Resident Evil's Netflix TV show isn't doing. I'm going to smash a monster. Oh, clickety click. There you go, a little sip. There you go, a little sip like that. Right, let's get into the episode, shall we? Oh boy. I don't think I can do this on my own anymore. I really don't. This show is I just read a Sydney Watson tweet. And even Sydney Watson was just like, this Resident Evil show on Netflix is unwatchable. Correct, Sydney. This shit is unwatchable. As I said yesterday, I have no idea who this is for. It's so poorly written and put together that you have to be an idiot, literal idiot. This is not just some flippant insult, but you have to be an idiot to live in this world. Really, I mean, none of these people should have jobs sweeping streets. They are that inept at their work. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. As we left the first episode, our hero, the most horrible bint I've seen on a TV screen since the last horrible bint, which was Reva, by the way, in Kenobi. She had thrown herself off the wall of the scavenger's base. How tall? 40 feet. Let's say 40 feet high. Thrown herself off to get away from Umbrella. Into a massive zombies below. So it starts off with her in midair with dramatic music, because I don't know. Should we try and stylize it a bit, you know? Distract people from the fact that it's fucking retarded. And she goes boom onto some metal. I think it's like a metal garbage, dumpster. She might as well have fallen in because it's a dumpster fire, this show. And she goes bang on it and then falls off. And I'm just like, well, there's her legs obliterated. And that's terrible because remember, she's got internal bleeding and a concussion already. You'll be surprised to know that she's fine. Just like her concussion is fine, and just like her internal bleeding is fine. And just lands on the ground like, oh. And then we have the DSP zombies. And they sniff her out. And then they run after her. She's easy to sniff out, by the way, because her makeup's immaculate. So she must, stink of fucking Maybelline or something. I don't know. Just guessing. So they start running after her to eat her. And then, chubby white man. Not me, you I'm way beyond chubby. Chubby white man from Umbrella says, shoot the zombies, keep her alive. Because they want to capture her alive. Yep, that's my mate, just saying he's throwing himself off the bridge. He just watched Resident Evil. So they start shooting the zombies. She hides behind some plexiglass or something, and the zombies like running into the plexiglass. And she's like, oh. She doesn't want to look round at them or anything. And I'm thinking, this is stupid enough. But then it kind of goes to another shot, but within the same kind of like general frame, but it just pulls back a bit. And then right next to her, there's like a gap this big in the plexiglass, and some zombie just puts his hand around and tries to grab her, and she's like, ah! And then carries on running. But suddenly, the merciful black guy, because, you know, and I have to put the color, of course, because we all know this is a woke Netflix mess. And so we just have to ascertain all the bad guys from all the good guys and break them down demographically, because I think you're going to find it's really skewed in one direction. He comes bursting through the front gates in a Jeep, you know. And she's like running, going, wait, stop, wait for me, stop. So one of the people who sold her out to Umbrella decides to stop and pick her up. And she gets onto the top of the Jeep. He pulls off. Boom. The Umbrella guards are shooting the zombies, and they get away. And then they're coming up to this bridge, and this bridge has all these like poles hanging down, because if there's anything on top of your shit, it's going to get shredded. And she's like, oh, stop, please stop. I'm sort of merging the first few scenes of this back and forth through time, by the way, because I'm so bored of that. And so the guy stops just as they get to them. And then he jumps out of the driver's seat, moves around to completely the other side. It's like, get down. Umbrella are after you. I don't want anything to do with you. Then why do you fucking pick her up? I'm going to be off my tits by the end of this video. So, she's just like, well, we'll help each other out. You save me, I'll save you from Umbrella. And then out of nowhere, zombies come dropping down from the sky. And they eat him. And so she gets in the truck and drives off. Well, that was fortuitous, wasn't it? Now then, this took place over the course of jumping back in time and jumping back forward again. You know, it's present day. So, let's jump back in time. No. Yes, back in time, where Billy is dead. Oh, Billy's not dead. She goes, I'm not dead, I'm alive. We find out today, by the way, that the girls are 14 years old. And Jade can't stop saying fuck and fucking and fuck right in front of her dad. Not in my fucking house, she wouldn't. You want to use that language with your friends, you do that. But when you're in this house, You'll talk to your parents with respect. But, of course, Jade is a horrible piece of shit character. Just like pretty much every female in the show. So, Billy's suddenly alive. The alarms are now going off in the Umbrella HQ. Oh, that's a coincidence. Pity that didn't happen yesterday. And who turns up? Albert Wesker turns up. Daddy Pooh turns up. Look, I like Lance Reddick as a character, as an actor, but holy shit, you know, why didn't the show have the balls to just make him a new character instead of Albert Wesker? He's not Albert Wesker. Because is it that they only find, again, legitimacy in a white character, a mainstay white character, that they have to, you know, give the hand-me-downs to a black actor? Probably. They are racist after all. So he turns up and he's just like, binds up a wound. He's like, take it. I've left the door open at the back. Take her to the house. And Jade's like, she needs a hospital. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I'm going to sort out the problem here. So the girls go. He covers himself in blood and then waits for the Umbrella security to come through, which they do. And he's just like, hi. Oh, hi. I'm Albert Wesker. I work here. They should have been able to identify him immediately anyway, because he's Albert fucking Wesker. But never mind. And then he's just like, oh, there's been a bit of a woo-woo go on here. Oh, let's try and catch up because of all the back and forthing through time. So, we now cut to a little bit later. Albert is still at the Umbrella HQ. The security guards are going through everything. And then a woman turns up. I think called Evelyn. And she's the boss. She's the boss of everything. Of course she is. She's a fucking bitch. And she's like, I was on my way from Australia or somewhere. I can't remember. I'm not even looking. I don't know. I was on my way here when I heard about the incident. So I came straight here. Have we got another Tijuana? And he's like, no, I don't think so. So they have a little bit of a back and forth. Ooh, how long is it since you is the injection bit now or later? No, it's later. So yeah, they have a bit of a chit chat about, you know, nothing much. I don't know. He talks about the dog with her. And then as he's like, you know, I want to go home. Well, I'm tired. Let's talk in the morning. Another woman comes in. Looks like a hot mess. You know, doesn't look like particularly take care of themselves. Oh, anyway, she's just like, hey, I'm a gay, and I'm a gay to that gay. And Evelyn's just like, what are you doing here, gay? And she's just like, why didn't you tell me you'd come home, other gay? And she's like, and then we're going to have a domestic and make sure that everyone knows that we're gay. Wow, this box ticking thing's getting awfully lazy, isn't it, Netflix? Really lazy. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on from that. Evelyn's gay. And her wife is ugly. So Wesker goes back home to check on his daughter, to check on Billy, and he's like, he says to Jay, "Get the med kit and everything." And he's looking at this wound, you know, this wound here where the dog's just like torn her up. And she was like, we went to the place because we thought you're experimenting on animals. And the Wesker's like, no, the dog had a genetic disease that we were trying to cure. And then one of the most stupid, you can tell that this was made in 2020, by the way. Maybe it's 2020. Actually, it could have been 2021. I don't know. But one of the most stupid things I ever heard came out of the mouth of these actors. It's not their fault. They've just got to read what they're given. Billy says to Wesker, she says, I'm going to have to quarantine. And Wesker says, no, it's not like COVID. The coof, worse than the T-virus, confirmed by Netflix. Oh, God, I would rather eat a tramp's ass than watch this. Thankfully for me, there's no tramps on the street, I guess. T-virus worse than COVID, confirmed. So, yeah, we cut back to the present. God, this is so tiresome. Jade is going to Dover. She's driving past some of the White Cliffs. And she goes to this person's house, knocks on the door, a woman answers, and she said, is Barry there, please? And I'm just like, please don't be Barry Burton, for God's sake. And the woman's like, no, he's not home at the moment. And she's like, well, I'm coming in to wait, and kind of forces herself in. The woman looks a bit snooker-loopy. You can hear cats everywhere. And she's like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And she's like, I need to get out. I need to get away. I need to get away from someone. I need to speak to Barry. Oh, he's not here. Can I borrow your satellite link, please? Oh, then I'll go. Oh, okay. So she goes and uses the satellite link and calls up her husband, her boyfriend, who we saw at the beginning of the first episode. Don't worry, he's brown. He's brown, folks. He's not white. Don't worry. I know some of you were panicking that there might potentially be a positive white guy in the show. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Don't worry. Whew! Dodge that bullet. And they have this like feelings, you know. Fuck off. And he says, you got to go to Calais. You got to go to Calais. And she's like, but that's the home of the Brotherhood. I gotta be honest. When she said that, I just imagined that the Brotherhood, because it's a Netflix show, is just this all black gang. I'm so excited to find out if I'm right. I'm so excited to find out if I'm right. So she gets off the phone and then she says, I need to speak to Barry, to his wife. And then we suddenly hear this bump in the house. And it's like this. She's like, what's that noise? I mean, quite clearly it's a zombie. Hello? And she's like, oh, one of the cats has got themselves locked in the bathroom. Oh, go shut up, woman. So she opens up the bathroom, and chained in there is zombie Barry. And she was like, oh, he was feeling sick and he went into the bathroom and he chained himself up. I didn't do it. And then look at him now. Ooh. And then so she's like, what? You can't, you crazy bitch. And she's like, right, I'm gonna tell Umbrella on you if you don't help me get to Calais. And she's like, well, Barry's got this book of contacts, this pocket book of contacts. And she's like, great, where's the book? And then she looks to the bathroom. She's like, in his pocket? It was so obvious what she was going to say. I might have chuckled though. So we cut and she's wrapped herself up in a couple of things. Jade has a bicycle helmet and a couple of other things, and she's trying to get the pocketbook out of Barry. The bath is full of eaten cats. The woman's been feeding her husband cats. That's why there's so many cats there. Jade does say to her, this cat stuff is fucked up. Then the guy's wrist is almost ripped out of the shackles anyway. So he gets out of shackles, not shekels. Shekels is Israeli currency. So he gets out of the shackles and then charges his wife. And he's just about to eat his wife. And then Jade sticks a pole through his head. And it kills him. I don't even know what I'm watching anymore, but okay, whatever. So we go back to the past, and Billy has been woken up in bed by Wesker, and Wesker takes some blood from her. Is just like, yeah, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. And then the song "Beautiful Liar" starts playing. So Jade is trying to access what happened in Tijuana or something. And Umbrella has, because it's Umbrella corporate town, has blocked access to certain areas. Wesker tells Jade that she's got to go to school tomorrow, but Billy won't be going to school. And it looks suspicious if she doesn't. Wesker then starts doing blood samples on Billy's blood. While he's doing that, Jade goes to visit Billy. And it does this whole kind of music like she's going to turn into a zombie and grab her. But no, she's fine. She's fine. Sorry, I had to mute the mic for a really quick super sniff. It's either that or blowing my nose. So, Wesker injects the blood into a laboratory rat and then puts it in a cage. Then, another one of the most stupid things I've ever known. We saw in the first episode Wesker inject himself with blood. Okay. Well, his alarm goes off to tell him that he needs to inject himself with blood. But does he set the alarm 5 minutes before it's due, 10 minutes before it's due, 30 minutes before it's due? So he has, No. It goes off when it needs to be inside of him. So when the alarm goes off, he starts going... Worst alarm ever. And he manages to get to a case and he manages to inject some blood in him, which calms his spasms down. Hey, I want to access a website that Umbrella have blocked. How can we deal with this as a plot point in school? Jade arrives at school and everyone's running to this guy. Why are you running to this guy? Oh, this guy's a great hacker and he's the only guy in town that can bypass the Umbrella firewall so we can all watch the latest anime show. wants. Wow, what a miraculous coincidence. That's exactly what Jade wants right now. So Jade goes up to him and she's like, I need your help to access a website that's been blocked. And it's like, okay, what do I get in return? She's like, well, what do you want? And he like looks her up and down, and I'm kind of like, this is a bit creepy. She's 14. And then he says, I like your necklace. So the next scene is him bypassing the umbrella firewall while wearing her necklace. Oh God. This monster should be picking me up. It's depressing me. So they get to the website. It says, oh, people were getting eaten by this dude. And Jade grabs the laptop and replies to the person that posted this up. And said, I think the same thing's happening here. Email me at jadeumbrella@I'mAlbertWesker'sDaughter.com. So the next thing we know is Tubby Umbrella Guy is in the house of the cat lady with the zombie dead husband. And he says, our umbrella drone picked up a person of interest. Do you know where she is? And she's like, oh, yes. She wanted to speak to my husband, but he's away. That's that happening. And then the next thing, Jade's in a British pub, and of course they're playing the Sex Pistols, because that's what Americans think we play in British pubs in 2036, I guess this is now, you know? What you know, the Sex Pistols from the 80s? Is that the only music that Britons listen to? Yes. Fucking racist Americans. So she's like, I need to get to Calais. And he's just like, tough shit, you ain't got enough money. So she steals somebody's Calais token. That was that. Interesting. Wesker goes back to visit woman, goes, hi, woman. I'm not even joking here. He might use slightly different words, but he says, hi, how's your gay? And she's like, my gay's fine. We sorted out our, you know, tiff. And then Albert Wesker looks at the camera and says, hey, I'm just 100% confirming you realize that she's gay. Okay? And winks at us. And she's like, oh, Albert, how many times do you have to take injections now? Once every week? Ooh, once every couple of days? Oh, no, once every day. You need us, Albert. And we need you. You need your blood bags of daughters, and we need you. Good stuff. I don't care. Billy's at home. She's looking rough. She's feeling rough. Her wound's looking bad. I mean, she only got bit last night. How was it meant to look good? She pukes up, and then she wants to take a dog for a walk. Jade gets a call from the guy that wrote that piece about Tijuana, and he's like, hey, let's talk. Can we video call? So she's like, yes. So she's on a video call with him, and he's in complete pitch black, and you can't see his face. And he's like, have you got like some sort of outbreak going on there, maybe? She's like, maybe. What have you got going on there? He's like, how can I trust you? You're in New Raccoon City. She's like, how can I trust you? You won't even show your face. I'm like, the guy asked for a video call and then just puts himself in complete darkness. If you don't want to show yourself, don't ask for a video call, you fucking retard. I need to have an aggressive poo. BRB. Right, I'm back from the aggressive poo. I tell you, look, stop laughing. I'll tell you why I needed an aggressive poo. It's because of... Right. The POV for this shot is literally like over the shoulder of Jay, the guy or whatever, looking at his laptop to talk to Jay, or Jay. It's a POV over Jade's shoulder, looking directly at her laptop, where she's communicating with the guy. So you can see the functionality of the keys at the bottom of the laptop. And the laptop says, there is no internet connection. You see it at the bottom. World, exclamation point, whatever, you know. She's getting no internet connection to her laptop. So how is she receiving a call? Also, that's not the worst of it. Also, there are 2 applications open, okay? The first application that's open is her local disk, you know, files. And the other application that's open is Microsoft Paint. Is Microsoft Paint. So how is she managing to receive a video call when there is A, no internet connection, and B, fucking only Microsoft Paint open? Don't worry. I'm sure nobody's paying attention to these small details when you've got your camera zoomed right on it. So she talks to him and then they're both back and forthing. He turns the lights on. He just looks like some pretty. He's just like, when I told Umbrella I'm gonna expose what went on here, they fired me. No. Hey, Umbrella, I'm going to tell people about this incident where clearly some viral event made people eat other people and turn into zombies and shit. You're fired. He won't tell anyone. It's okay. They would chop you into little fucking pieces. The whole thing's so fucking dumb. So Billy takes her dog out for a walk. Her dog doesn't like her anymore because she's been bitten by, I don't know what, whether it's going to be Las Plagas, T virus, S virus, SJW virus. Oh no, she's already infected with that. And the dog literally just turns its head and gets out of the lead. That's not how leads work. And it starts running away. And some white guy catches the dog. And she's like, oh, thank you. That's my dog. And he's just like, don't worry about it. And he hands the dog to him. The dog, because the dog can sense the danger, is like, ah. And he's like, you sure this is your dog? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, well, can we just be sure? You know, do you have any proof? She's like what? And he's like, well, a picture on your phone? And then she's like, I left my phone at home. What a coincidence. And he's like, So he goes to hand her the dog again, but then the dog's like, ah, again. And he's just like, ah. I tell you what, I'm going to take this to the shelter and then we can deal with it later. Because this dog don't like you at all. And so she punches him in the face, breaks his nose, and then grabs the dog and goes back home. She's amazing. We now at nighttime in present day, and we're at Dover waiting for a ferry to turn up to take people to Calais. But then Umbrella attack with guns and they go pew pew. Then we go back to the past again, and Billy looks in a mirror and she starts spitting up blood and going har har at herself. Then we go to the lab back in the past, where the rat's going all mental, and then the rat breaks out of its cage. The end of episode 2. This show is it's intersectional trash. Trash. Worse than any trash I can possibly imagine. Oh, yeah. But there we go. I don't think I can continue to do this on my own. I really don't. This show's too bad. I'm too riddled with Batwoman cancer and shit. Hey, Jane, it's Az. What are you doing tomorrow? Oh. Excellent. Excellent.